Intention. Know what you want and go get it with your intention. Thank you everyone for being here today. Welcome to today's webcast. Our topic today is intention. Intention means to be determined in advance. When you're determined in advance, you always get your intention. When you're determined in advance and you know what you want, you get it by using your intention. I'm Sally Cordova from the LAMA Training by McKee Consulting, and I'm really happy to be here. I know what I want you to get from attending today's webcast, and I know that because I have intention. My intention today has several parts. Number one is to introduce you to the LAMA Training, who we are, what we do, and to let you know what you get for attending today's webcast. Number two, we're going to give you a couple short lessons about intention and how it can apply to you. These lessons that you're going to get today are something that you can apply immediately. All of our training is very practical, things you can take out and use instantly. And number three, to show you how the intention of our business really will help you reach the intention you have about your business. A little introduction about McKee Consulting and myself. So the LAMA Training and McKee Consulting have been around since 1979. We were founded by my mother, Judy McKee. I've been working with my mom for about 13 years now, and you'll meet one of our other trainers later on in today's session. It's called the LAMA Training because we teach this very specific conversational skill, and LAMA is an acronym that we're going to use, and I'm going to teach you what that is in just a minute. What it will do is it gives you the ability to enhance any conversation for the rest of your lives. So whatever personal skill level you already have about having conversation and guiding conversation, the LAMA technique will add to that skill. If you're in sales, customer care, customer retention, or managing others in those same areas, you came to the right place, because the LAMA training and the LAMA technique can help you get even better at your work. So what does the LAMA stand for and how does it work? Well, LAMA is an acronym for a way to manage and guide conversation. It stands for listen, meaning listen to the needs of your customer. Acknowledge what they heard with words and phrases, meaning say something that tells them you paid attention to what they said. Other people might call this active listening. Make a statement or series of statements. This is where you can talk about your business, whether it's sales, customer service, retention, etc. Okay, this is where you say what you normally know what to say, and a lot of times even know how to say it. And then lastly, ask a question. Ask a question that moves the conversation forward. The person asking the questions is the person in control of the conversation. You will learn a lot more about the LAMA technique and the LAMA training when you visit our websites and, of course, when you keep attending these free webinars. There's something that we'll talk about as training goes on. We call it the three-party promise, but what we want to tell you is that we believe that there are three parties in every conversation. There's you, there's the person you're speaking with, and there's the reason you're speaking. And today, because we're talking about intention, our intention is about our businesses, right? About your business and ours. You and I have the same intention, which is to increase your company's business and the job performance of ourselves and of others. So we're already on the same plan. So let's talk about how that plan works. So intention, I mentioned earlier, means to be determined in advance. And there are three main parts to intention. Part one is having an idea or a goal. You have to know what you want before you can figure out a plan to go get it. Number two, having that plan to accomplish that goal. And number three is acting on that plan. Taking action on the plan is how you get to that intention. Now, something that's that we talk about that's kind of out there is that when you have real intention, the plan will come to you and taking action will really be easier than you think. Because if you're truly determined in advance, you are willing to take those actions. Now, today's objectives. We also have a very specific objective to today's webcast in regards to our intention, McKee Consulting, the LAMA training that is. We are introducing these free monthly webcasts that are recorded live and made available to you for an entire month so you can view it and maybe even review it, because every month they're going to contain lessons that you can take away and you may want to refresh yourself on. Next is to make sure you know about 3 different ways that you can keep learning for free from the LAMA training, and of course how you can get your intention of greater business success at your business by maybe taking advantage of our paid services as well. So let's talk about those 3 free ways to learn. The first one is learn something new from these webcasts, and we're going to be publishing these in the first week of every month, and they will be topical. We'll find a new topic each and every month. Number 2, we're going to introduce you to something we're going to call, that's new for 2017, called Taco Tuesdays. We just love this name. This stands for trainers, agents, and coaches. Oh my. Judy McKee, our founder, and the LAMA Mama will be giving free live webinars on the second Tuesday of every month. The topics will be for trainers, agents, and coaches. Got it? Taco Tuesday. And then lastly, continuing in 2017, Judy's going to continue to do what we call Quick Fix Fridays. On Friday mornings, on the last Friday of each month, Judy gives some more training, coaching tips and ideas, and again, varied topics, something new each month. Now, you can also get your intention by using our paid services. And introducing those to you is part of my intention today. So we have instructor-led training that many of you have already experienced firsthand. First of all, thank you, because you've already been LAMAtized. Some of you that don't know us yet, we're going to get you LAMAtized. Learn the skill of the LAMA technique and the LAMA training, and you will succeed. Secondly, we provide on-site positive coaching for your LAMAtized agents. You know, we want you and your business to be able to save time and effort as often as you can. And if that's going to work for you, then we will come to you. We provide training and coaching on-site for you. Next, we've launched e-learning at LAMA University. We've been instructor-led for years, and now we really do want to reach more people and also have the ability for you to review training. Have you taken it from us in the past? We currently have 3 learning modules that are available. There's 4 to 6 lessons in each set of courses. There's the LAMA core courses, where you get to learn about the LAMA technique, learn what it is, how it works, why it works. LAMA for handling upset customers. Well, we all deal with upset customers, right? And the 3rd module is LAMA for upselling and cross-selling. If you're in sales, the easiest, fastest way to make more money in sales is to sell to your existing customers. So upselling and cross-selling, incredibly valuable tool. You can use all of these to either update your LAMA skills if you've worked with us in the past, or to introduce LAMA to yourself or new team members. It's really easy to take these courses online. And we also provide private webcasts and webinars that are custom to your needs. We've offered this to all of our clients in the past, where we would do something special for if they have a certain occasion or a certain need, and we haven't really put it out there to make sure everybody knows we do it. So that's my intention today, to let you know we do that. All right. So what we want you to do is take advantage of these tools. Use them to get your intention of more business and a well-trained team. My next intention, is to introduce to you one of our other trainers, Ryan Little. So some of you may have met him, some of you haven't yet. That's great. He's going to introduce himself today. And later I'll be back with a little bit of a closing lesson and another short piece about intention. I'll let Ryan do all the heavy lifting on his own introduction though. Okay, so Ryan comes to us from his own office, and take it away, Ryan.
That's right, I am coming from our offices in the Midwest out of Michigan. My name is Ryan Little, and I am a trainer here at McKee Consulting LLC. I want to take just a little bit of time today in our webinar to introduce myself so you can learn a little bit more about me and why I came on board with McKee Consulting. I also want to give you a little bit of my background. We'll be going through that and how I've actually been in-house trainer for various companies, various industries for over 15 years at this point, and I actually worked customer service and sales, and I've been a top sales producer for nearly 10 years with a couple of different companies. Today we're going to also look at some case studies I want to talk about. Some of the reasons why McKee Consulting LLC has been around for nearly 4 decades and why they're still striving and thriving even today, and how they help various companies like the ones that we're going to talk about today. We're going to touch on Godiva Chocolatier and how we help their customer service reps not only take care of their customers, but actually make some sales for the company. Doesn't that sound great? Your actual customer service reps making sales for a company. What more could you ask for there? And we're also going to touch on Spokio, and they are a company that really works well within the information technology age. They can actually help you find people through various avenues, and they're able to retain customers better than ever, to the point where they've saved millions of dollars a year by using our services. And I'd like to look at those 2 case studies today. Once I'm done with that, I'm going to also take a moment to touch on intention, because that's why we're here today. That's what this is all about. It's 2017, and if you have your intention in place, great. You have that opportunity to win that. But if you're going to take time to put an intention in place after hearing about today, Sally and I are excited to give you a few of those tools that are going to help that along. Okay, as I mentioned, we're going to talk about me a little bit so you can get to know me. That's really part of why I'm on this webinar. Many of our clients have seen me come into their offices and help out, but to you I might be new. If you already know who I am, that's awesome. Hi again, great to see you. But here's a little more about me. So as I mentioned at the beginning, I have been training in various industries and in-house for various companies for nearly 15 years, actually a little over 15 years at this point, now that it's 2017. It actually started with the United States Coast Guard. I decided to serve there for 4 years on active duty, and my specialty was firefighting damage control. And it was my responsibility to make sure whatever ship I was a part of, whatever unit I was on, when something bad happened, it got taken care of. Fire broke out, it got put out. Flood started happening, it got stopped so we could get back to shore. And with that responsibility, I was responsible for training the new people that were just coming on board from boot camp, all the way up to making sure the captain of the ship had all the tools and knowledge that they needed. And so I was constantly training, nearly every day, doing training courses, classes, things like that. And it really told me I love to train. I love to help people. And that's really what I strive to do, both in my business and personal life. And so after I got out of the Coast Guard, I needed to find something to do, obviously. Had to get to work. And I found an opportunity at an insurance company. And within that insurance company, I was a customer service rep. I worked the phones, I worked emails, and I had the opportunity to do a little side-by-side training with some of my colleagues, both getting information from them and helping them grow a training program, as well as executing parts of that training program. And I really found, once again, I like this training stuff. I like working with people. And so as my career progressed, I found myself moving from customer service position with one insurance company to actually being a representative and moving into a sales training manager position with Aflac. Now, as most of you know, Aflac is a Fortune 500 company, and I was able to find success there. I was able to, as an individual, become the #1 rookie sales representative for 2009 on the state level. I was the #1 sales rep within Michigan my rookie year. that also put me around the 2 percentile in the nation for sales. And I said, hey, this sales stuff isn't too bad. I actually enjoy it because I get the opportunity to talk to people. I get an opportunity to help people. And things just continue to progress. And I enjoyed the insurance world, but I wanted to try something new. And so as I moved out of insurance, I found myself actually working for PepsiCo, the carbonated soft drink, Pepsi, absolutely. And what they found, because of my background with the Coast Guard, my background in customer service, my background in sales, and the opportunity to receive and give training well, they had me wearing many hats. They trained me for sales. They trained me for customer service. They trained me to actually drive one of their rigs and do deliveries and make sure customers and clients had what they needed. And it gave me the opportunity to work with different people in a different position almost every single day. And I really enjoyed that and found satisfaction in that, and was actually founded by another company that actually was in the telecom industry. And so that happened about 3 years ago. And with that telecom company, I found myself not only working on a local level, I found myself going international. I worked the phones, and I was able to take time to work with those clients, get them the tools they needed in order to communicate with their customers, both local and overseas. And I noticed with phones, it was a lot different than the face-to-face. I didn't have the opportunity to look people in the eyes. I didn't have a chance to read the body language to see, are they receiving the information I'm giving them? Are they finding it good? Or was it just going in one ear and out the other, really? And I started struggling for the first time in about 7 years of sales experience. And luckily, that company hired McKeeConsultingLLC. And I was able to sit through the LAMA training and through some of the positive coach approach. And leading up to that time, within the company, I did okay. If 100% was my goal, I was finding myself hitting anywhere between 92%, which means I was 8% shy of really where I wanted to be, to maybe 103% on a really good month or good quarter, which is great. It means I hit my goal and I went a little bit beyond it. I was finding my intention, but I wasn't finding it consistently. And after I took the LAMA training, everything changed. I had the opportunity to apply what I learned. I had positive coach, so it reinforced it in a way that made me feel good as an individual and really made or gave me the want to strive in that. And so after I sat that training, and it did take a couple weeks for it to click, but really when it started clicking, I started having more wins. I started having more sales. I had customers who were happier to talk with me. Even if they weren't interested in what I was offering at the time, they were still excited to talk to me. And they were excited to hear what I had to say. And sometimes that brought in referrals. And that was a great thing because either way, it's a win-win for everybody involved. And I kept working to make LAMA better. And as I did, I found for the next 2 years, the next 8 quarters, I averaged 115% on my goal setting. My intention was to get 100% or more every single quarter, and I was able to keep that intention through LAMA, and it gave me an average of 115%, which means some quarters I was over 120%. Other quarters I floated around the 103 to 105%, but either way, for 2 years straight, I was able to exceed the goals that were set for me by the management within that company. And I loved it. I loved what LAMA did for me. I loved what power it gave me, but I found it was a soft skill power that really helped people feel good, right, and smart to work with me. And so I ended up talking with Sally, and I talked with Judy, and they're the owners of the company, and you met Sally today, and you're going to hear from her in a few minutes. But the things that they did with this training for myself and the company I was a part of, I really wanted to be a part of that too. And so we found our way together about a year ago, And over the last year, they've really taken me under their wing. They've done a lot of great things for me. They've helped build my confidence. They've taught me how to build my own confidence. And they've helped my communication skills grow. And now I have the privilege of being able to go to various companies and work within those companies to help both the management team, the executives, understand some of the challenges and come up with solutions. And then that solution is implemented through training and through coaching and through some other various tools that we offer. And I get to watch those companies thrive just like I had the opportunity to do. And it's an amazing feeling. And so my intention for 2017 is to help you. It's to help you reach your intention. And the great thing about it is it's not just me personally, but it's the LAMA training. It's the people within the LAMA team, within McKee Consulting LLC, who are here to serve you. And I'm so excited to be able to do that and to be a part of that and to show you how well that works, not just beyond my personal explanation. We're going to talk about a couple case studies here. So let's bring that up. I'm going to show that on a few PowerPoints so you can actually have the visual. You're going to have the audio. You're going to be able to take that away with you. And please research it. It's on our website. Go ahead and look at some of the case studies that the companies like Godiva Chocolatier have done. And we really appreciate that. It's really a team effort when you have clients like that, and we just love them and adore them. So let's go ahead and bring that slide up. The slide that's pulled up, you'll see the company that's Radio. Okay, Radio was formerly eBay Enterprises, and they're a large call center that takes care of pretty large name brands, including Godiva Chocolatier. And with that, they were finding that they were having a problem. They noticed that their customer service reps were doing phenomenal on the phone. They were communicating well because they had the LAMA training, but really what they were doing is they were taking orders. A customer would call in and say, hey, this is really what I want to have. They'll take that order in and ship it out, which is great. You really want that with the company. That's perfect. They did a wonderful job with that. But then the management started noticing, hey, we got customers on the phone already. We don't have to market. We don't have to put out advertising dollars. We don't have to do cold calls or anything like that. All we have to do is help our customer service reps take the time to have some new offers that they can give to these customers that are already calling in and doing orders. Well, the problem that they found is that the customer service reps felt a little uncomfortable doing that. They didn't want to be pushy. They didn't want to be, really rude or any of those things that you may hear that's pretty typical from customer service reps or people who aren't really knowledgeable in sales or experienced in sales. And they said, that's okay. We have a solution. Let's build a program with McKee Consulting LLC that uses the LAMA as the foundation, but it's going to give the customer service reps some tools that's going to help them win. And by having us, our team, come in and give some trainings and some positive coaches, Godiva Chocolatier was able to have those orders that were coming in go from, they were having 23% growth through upsell or cross-sell, and they were able to grow that to 47%. That means nearly every other person calling in was adding to their order. And it was so simple. Customer service rep had some offerings that they were comfortable giving because we were able to work with them and give them some of the soft skills to do that. So the customer was comfortable receiving that information. And nearly 50% of them said, yeah, sure, add that to my order. And these orders, they were adding 3 figures. It was over $100 in most cases. And everybody was comfortable with it. And that was just amazing for them. And so it was a specific program that we did where we came on site and did that training and did that coaching. And they were able to win with that. And so Godiva Chocolatier was able to grow over 20% just like that within a month. That means 20% more opportunity for revenue, 20% more growth with the closing rate just from customer service reps. And that's an amazing thing because the customer service reps were doing really well with what they were already doing, and we were able to add just that little component, and that little component skyrocketed and grew over 20% with add-on sales. Amazing. And that's what we like to do to serve our customers. It's one of many things that we can do. Beyond Godiva Chocolatier, I have just another small case study I want to talk about. And this is a company called Spokio. And what they really do is they're a company that helps people find people. They use a lot of different resources online and databases and a lot of things like that. And it's not so much that I want to get into the detail of Spokio, because they do a phenomenal job talking about their products and services. But I wanted to talk about a little problem they were having, and it wasn't so much add-on sales. For them, it was a retention problem. So with that retention problem, what was really going on is they're a company like many where they're subscription-based. You can use them for a month, you can use them for years to come. It's just based on your needs. But in order to get people trying out their products, trying out their service, getting an idea about what they do, they're like most companies where they'll offer a free trial. And you sign up, and at the end of the free trial, if you're continuing to use the service and you haven't called in to cancel or went online to cancel on your account, they just went ahead and continued the subscription. Many companies do this. I have a lot of companies I work with that do that, and I really appreciate it because it takes work off of my plate. But what they were finding is some of the customers didn't see that little bit of when your trial ends, your subscription continues. And they had a lot of people calling in to cancel. But they know the value of their service, and they know people that sign up for it will find value with it when they try it. And they wanted to retain those customers, just like anybody. We all want to retain our clients, our customers, things like that. But they didn't want to make the customers feel wrong for wanting to cancel. They just wanted to give them an opportunity to understand really what it was they had in front of them, and that it's okay to continue even though you may have missed a small piece of information. And so they too, like I wanted to do with sales or customer service, they wanted to make people right and smart for continuing to do business with them. And so that's the problem they were finding, is that retention problem, because they were having a hard time communicating that. And so they bring in McKee Consulting LLC, and the LAMA training continues, and the positive coaching continues. And what they were able to do is they were able to turn it around. They still gave the customers the option that if they didn't want to continue the subscription, that was okay. But once they see the value and they wanted to continue the subscription, that's great too. And really what happened is they were really low on retaining those subscriptions. And they were having a hard time keeping money in the bank because some customers were wanting refunds, or they knew this customer was a great fit and that they could really use the service they were offering. But because of that little thing that people are still getting used to with that subscription continuing after a free trial, they were getting a lot of pushback. And so with the LAMA training and with the positive coach approach, they were able to build the tools and be able to communicate in a way that made people so right and smart for doing business with them that their retention grew exponentially to the point where it actually saved over $1.3 million in a year for the company. 7 figures. Yeah, that's amazing. And Spokio's agents were able to continue to do what they do well, and that's communicate and take care of customers, but they were able to do it in a way that made everybody right and smart for doing it. And it was just amazing, the retention that they were seeing. And not only did the retention program work well for the customers, the agents were feeling so good about what they were doing that the agent retention continued. And the agents continued to stick around with Spokio. And so with our programs, It doesn't matter if you're seeing a challenge in your sales, a challenge in your customer service, a challenge with your retention, either with clients, customers, or the people that actually work for you. The programs work. And that's why I'm here. And that's why I've come on board. And I've spent the last year really learning the ins and outs about LAMA and how strong it is and how important it is. I mean, on the outside, I was sold. I found so much success, I was sold. The stuff's amazing. And then now I get the opportunity to talk to you and to talk to others about how amazing it is. And I'd like to have that opportunity to do that for you. It's 2017. Today we're talking about intention. What is your intention for 2017? Have you sat down and just thought about that? Dreamed about it? My company's here. I want my company here. And you can do that. You can take the time to see what your intention is and how to get to that intention. You're always going to get your intention. But what's the fun things that are going to happen between now and January 1st, 2018 that's going to get you the intention you really want? Well, here's an opportunity for you to learn about that. Because Sally, who always gets her intention, I watch her do it every day. She always gets her intention. She's going to go ahead and talk to you about this. She's going to give you an opportunity to hear how that intention can happen for you. So thanks for giving me a few minutes to introduce myself. Again, I'm Ryan Little. I'm part of McKeeConsultingLLC's team. I am one of the LAMA trainers here, and I'd love to be a LAMA trainer for you. I look forward to meeting you and exiting from the Michigan offices here in the Midwest. We're going to go back out to California, and you're going to hear from Sally in our West Coast offices. Thanks, everybody, and here's Sally.
All right, so thank you very much, Ryan. Now to give you your last lesson and some action items. So again, I want to talk about how you and I already share an intention. I'm sure we all have the same intention to live a happy, successful life and to put a roof over our family's head, right? That's what we're all really here to do. So let's take a look at one more way to help you reach your intention. Remember, when you are truly determined in advance, you will do whatever it takes. Now, good news, it doesn't have to be something that's difficult or awkward. Make it something that feels right and gets you closer to your goals and therefore closer to your intention. Set a goal like this. Set a goal to be more successful this year than last. Make a plan. In that plan, maybe attend a free webcast or webinar from us. Get Taco Tuesdays, Quick Fix Fridays onto your calendar, and then attend those lessons. Now, if you stop there at attending those lessons, you've reached an intention. You intended to go to those lessons, to go to a Taco Tuesday or Quick Fix Friday. But that's not going to get you that greater intention, right? The greater intention comes when you take action and apply what you've learned. Apply that right away and you will get your intention. Come to these free webcasts each and every month. You're going to get something new every time you come. We want you to take advantage of us. And here's why. Because we know that when the time is right and it is a good business decision and you want to choose a company to help you with your skills, we know you will choose the LAMA training as your resource. Since 1979, we've been providing real, down-to-earth, practical training, things you can apply right away. Everything we do is to serve you because that's our intention, is to always serve others and give you the tools and the resources so you can have a better life, put that roof over your family's head, have greater success in business and in real life. Because all of the things we teach are communication skills, and they apply everywhere, not just at work. We want you to get those immediate results at work. You're going to get it from this proven training, and it's life-changing training that employees absolutely love. So let's get your intention, okay? Please visit our websites that we're going to provide to you on this webcast. McKeeConsultingLLC.com. That's going to give you some information about our company, some examples of our clients, a little more details about instructor-led training and different courses we teach. LAMAtraining.com is going to get you that e-learning at LAMA University. And so if you want to start small, that's a great place to go. Also, you can contact us via email. We're going to give you that link as well. And we're in the phone business. We'd love to take your call. Give us a call, talk to us about what you've learned, and we can find out if we're a good fit, if it's good that we work together. Let's make that one of our intentions too, to reach out to one another. Okay? All right. So I want to thank you again for your time. Now, go out and get that intention.